What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm trying to get my stuff set up here. Oh my gosh, what happened? Wait, I can still do it. I'm just trying to get set up, guys. So I'm just waiting for people to kind of come in. Let me start this video here. Okay. You want to say what's up? Just say what's up. Just gonna run for a second. I just got to download something here. It's funny when things get started. Go to the browser. Yes. Continue. Yes. Yes. Okay. Whatever. All right. So so right now, I don't think this can. Let me see if this can. I may have to lower this a little bit. Uh, because my little stage here, you won't be able to see what I'm doing. Now I'm actually recording. I may put this up. I may clip this video and put this up because I have a recording coming from the front that's going to show what I'm doing here a lot better. So look out for that. If you see this video and you say, "Man, I'm going to have to shorten this, guys, a little bit." Just give me a second. If you see the video and you say, "Wow, I wish I could have." Look at that. Maybe that might work. I wish I could have seen more. Yeah, yeah, that's much better. Um, then I'm gonna put out another video that shows it from a different angle. Okay. All right. But right now I'm trying to download my because I had to get started, and I'm trying to download the thumbnail. I'm trying to download. I thought I uploaded it, and the damn thing didn't do it. So I'm like, ah, come on, man, And then I tried to invite the link. I have another phone here, right? So I try to do it like the setup I have in my studio at the house, where I have a camera above and I have the camera here, right? So I try to do the same thing by sending an invite to another channel that I have, right, to see if I can have the split screen so I can give you both. But then the echoing started going crazy. So I said, all right, man, forget it. I'll do that later, some other time. I need to get started. And now that I'm starting, um, I thought I uploaded the thumbnail. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me see if I can do it now. Let's see if I can do it now. Would they let me do it? No, I can't. Would they let me change it? No, no, they won't let me change it. Mm-mm. At least, at least not from what I'm seeing. Let me see. Okay, it's my volume. My mic is on. See something? No, I can't do it. All right, I'll do it later. All right. All right. So now let me see if I can answer some questions for people that put up questions yesterday. Okay. All right. So this was Brienne. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. Sorry I missed you too. So one of our members here. Sorry I missed you. Oh wow. Um I'm on now. I'm on now. Right now, actually, right now. Okay, let's see what we have. Very helpful. I had to replace my belt lifter. This is the Kirby, how to replace the Kirby belt lifter. And if you have a Kirby, well, I have a video. It's on the site. How to replace the belt lifter for the Kirby, and that's what this person was responding to. This is Courtney. Courtney said after the handle broke, I couldn't figure out how to put it back together. So once I had it apart, you're a lifesaver. So awesome. I'm so glad I was able to help. All right, let me see. And I think I answered this question here about leaking for the tank. All right, great. Anything else? Um, Do you have one same unit disassembled suction part? Let me see. Yeah, I do. Golly, did I respond to this? I thought I did. Yeah, check my playlist. Hey guys, now if you come through the channel, you pass through, and I'm not covering what you're interested in at the moment. Go to my page, right? Check my Bissell Tips playlist. Okay, that's all I can say right now. Right, and go through and check, and because I have Hoover tips, Kirby tips, Bissell tips, just repair tips, miscellaneous, and then there's some I haven't been able to categorize yet, so I will do that. But right now, let me put this back together because I've been working on this Dyson, this one here, and if you were with us earlier this week, you know that I disassembled this, and we had to track the power switch to see there was no power going into the nozzle. Okay, so we had to follow through. So we use a multimeter and we were checking for continuity between the cord at the very beginning that goes into the wall. We wanted to make sure that the electricity is flowing all the way through. There's no interruption, right? There's no break in the cord. Like like a cord. Even these things here can break, and it can look just like this. It can look like this, but it's broken on the inside. Okay, and it may have been because of some, really quick turn, or it could have just been an old, wire, and or sometimes, let's say it's in the unit, right, and it's been like this for a long time. Eventually, it'll cut off the contact, right? And so there are times when we're fixing a machine and we're thinking it's the motor, it's the power switch, it's circuit boards, etc. And sometimes the line is just severed, and you just have to find out where it is. So a multimeter, what it does, it allows you to find where between this here and here, is there an interruption between here and here? So we did that with the cord to the power switch, from the power switch to the brush switch, from the brush switch all the way down. And we did a little kind of a hack test, and we were able to get the nozzle to show some power. So it's like, okay, something's wrong, man. Um, so I had another Dyson here. So I hooked up the front of the Dyson to I was trying to hook up the front nozzle, this, to some other contacts to see if it can receive power. And I was able to get this motor running. So even though this motor looks horrible, okay, and it looks all busted up and everything, this motor, corroded and all that, it was still a good motor. Okay, so man, I said, all right, man, the only thing left, okay, the only thing left after all of that is either the micro switch. Okay, when you recline this, there's a click right there. There's a little click, and that micro switch turned on and then told the electricity that's coming down, keep going. Okay, that's really what it is. The micro switch is like it's like just imagine a micro switch like the crosswalk police officer. You know what I'm talking about? So the crosswalk police officer is a micro switch, and it's telling the electricity, hold on, wait a second. Wait a second, right? Anything else? Right? And then the moment you went recline to vacuum, then it went, okay, great, great, great. Come on, let's go, 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 go. That's the analogy in my brain when I visualize it, right? And it turned out, guys, that this guy here was a problem. So I swapped out this guy because what was happening, that I was able to trace the electricity all the way to the circuit, the power thing, and I traced it down here. But they didn't have contact. It wasn't leaving. It wasn't leaving here. Okay. So I'm gonna mess around with this now that I have it here, and I know it's defective. I'm going to my own little playtime thing. I'm going to test this board myself all over the board to see where the exact uh, contact problem is, and if I can actually fix it myself. Because this is where the computer guys come in. The guys who who focus their energy. I have a guy right across the street that does computers. So I'm going to try to put this nozzle back together after I took it apart. I mean, this thing is in pieces. Okay, I mean, all the pieces. This is, it's all in pieces. So let's. God, where is the? You know what I? This might do. I hope this is the one. The wheel. My wheel dropped off, and I pray this is the same wheel. Let me see something. It looks like it. It looks like it. Looks like the right wheel. All right. All right. Let's go for it. All right. Let's go for it. First things first. Let me clean off the rest of this motor. All right. Let me make sure I can open up chat. So if anyone wants to kind of say what's up, I'll be able to see it. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's start putting this thing together. You know what? I think I should use a box. Maybe if I have it about this high. Maybe about this high. I think that'll be better. Let me. Let's see. Let me get a box. Let's see. Maybe this. Hope this is strong enough. Let me see if this is strong enough. Is this strong enough or even wide enough? It may not be anything. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'll try it. If it annoys me, I'll move it out the way. Okay. All right. Let's see if I have all my ingredients and components here. Everything I'm gonna need to put this back together. Okay. What am I missing? I'm missing a slider. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I know I am. Let me see something here. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's me. Okay. Let's get this guy back on here. Okay. We're gonna get this guy. And I hope it's the right position, because depending on how this sits, it's gonna also determine how this guy here, these two carbon brushes sticking out, is gonna determine how it functions. Okay? What am I doing? Now we're right side up. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna determine how this guy functions right here. So you know what? I can't remember right now. So I'm gonna be guessing. Okay? And I should have marked it. But I'm gonna be guessing whether it's on this side or on this side. And hopefully, because they're like this, it doesn't matter. Okay? Hopefully it doesn't matter, okay? Maybe either way it's the same thing. Let's see. All right. So there are two tiny screws that would go in here, and I believe this is the two. All right. Let's put these guys in here. Okay. All right. This P15. Now this don't feel right. This don't feel right. It's in there, but why don't I like this? Why don't I like the way this feels? Well, something is. All right. We'll continue. All right. So, you have a geared belt here that works. All right. Let's see. We have this sliding deal here, and we're supposed to slide it now. Maybe the belt can go on afterwards, but I'm gonna slide it in. Let me see something here. Make sure I'm right. If you're not right, I have a feeling this thing is funky enough that if you're not if you're not putting it in the right way, it will stop you. Okay. It won't allow you to load it incorrectly. So either way, if you're off a little bit, this looks like the right route. Let me see. No, incorrect. This is the right route. Okay. All right. Had to flip it around, guys. All right. So now we have this setup here. We have this setup right here. Okay. Hey, what's up? What you doing? Bria, oh, girl. Man, I hope I don't bore you today. Today I'm just doing I got two things. One of them is kind of exciting. One of them is a Bissell Pro Heat 2X shampoo, or big boy, right? And the I was able to figure out that the heater is the problem. So I'm going to do a bypass. I'm going to bypass the heater so people can still use it. Okay? You made it. I know. I know. I know. I know. That's so cool, right? Oh man, you're awesome. Listen, you're too cool. All right, you're too cool. Okay, man. Hey Brienne, we need America to hang out with us like that, right? We need the rest of the country to be down with us, Brienne. We're doing it right. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Um, Let me see. Okay, so yeah, this Brand. I'm sorry. Honestly, this one may not be again. You know, and if something pops in my mind, I'll bring it up and we can discuss it. But I'm just trying to see if I can get this guy going here. Yeah, this is gonna be a fight. Golly, he's on there pretty good, and he doesn't want to come out. Oh, hey, go get un momento. Oh man, dude. Okay, so now here's the tricky part. Now I want you to think about this, right? The way this is like a stopper for the belt. This section right here is a stopper for the belt. Okay? Ah, well, man, enjoy the wedding. Hey, weddings are fun, man. Are you kidding me? No, man, you enjoy the wedding. I'm glad you were able to at least pop in. What was the last time I went to a wedding? Wow. Um, Now weddings are fun. I think my last wedding was a barn wedding. Mine was a barn. The theme I went to, I believe, I believe. I went to a theme where it was at some mansion at one time, and that was pretty cool. We stayed over at this mansion and had to go up a side of a hill. 3 years ago. Oh wow, yeah, 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 man. It's always cool to it's cool to watch the themes and all that stuff, and just go and celebrate, and people are happy, celebrate with them. I encourage that. I encourage people getting married and doing their thing. I know there's some folks who say that, especially if they had a bad experience. But as for like a norm in the society, the norm should be go get married, find a nice person, enjoy it, enjoy the weddings, go have fun, enjoy it. Yeah. That's the norm. I appreciate that. So enjoy yourself, okay? Enjoy yourself. Dare to go on the dance floor, okay? 16 years. Wow. Wow. Listen, you broke my record, okay? Sam and I we were together 5 years before we got married. You always first in the dance floor? Oh, what? Yeah, yeah. Listen, listen. Oh my gosh. Give me a second, Brianne. Let me find out what's going on here. Monroe Vax, how can I help you? Hello? Let me. Oh, the round. Yes, we do. We have it. I should. Yeah, I still. Yes, I do. 2 o'clock. Yeah. You're welcome. Right. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Hey, somebody had a video. We went to somebody's birthday party. A friend of mine. He has a business down, actually next to him, and we went to went to his birthday party, and Sam and I was just on the dance floor. We were going crazy. I mean, she loved, you know, we love to dance, right? And we don't care who's around us. we we're we have a Caribbean style of dancing, and like reggae and salsa and soca, merengue and stuff like that. We just, and chutney music and, anyway, we zone in when we dance with each other. So someone have some pictures and cameras and videos of us. I don't know if they showed one to me. One of the guys showed it to me. He was like, man, you guys went crazy. I was like, listen, that's what we're used to, man. There's a place in town that they have a Latin night. They have Latin night, and we will go to Latin night and just jam with our friends, man, and just jam, let it all out. So you have your fun over there, okay? You have your fun, live your life. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You know, that's right. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I had to work up to that. Okay. I'm normally an introvert. Okay. Really. I have to That's like a part of me I have to overcome. So I had to do that. So sales allowed me to do that. It allowed me to overcome that fear of making a fool of myself, or fear of rejection, or fear of what someone's gonna say. I just I had to learn to talk myself out of that fear. In other words, that's really so. Dancing was one of those things because I needed to get a couple of drinks to get that liquid courage, like that. And now, it's like, and then my wife forced me. She came like, "Come on, let's go," and then after a while, it just became okay. So yeah, it didn't come natural to me. Okay, no, absolutely not. It was not natural, man. Holy cow! All right, let me see what we're gonna do here. So I'm just gonna piece these in here. Now that I put this thing together, but you enjoy yourself. All right? Yeah, man. That's life, right? That's right. And you know what? And you gotta live that life. Nothing is worth than the regret. You know. I always thought about that. Like, what helped me with my attitude about doing what I have to do is like, let's say I'm like, I don't know, I'm almost ready to expire, right? Who am I gonna blame? Like, who am I? I mean, who doesn't even? I mean, what what reward am I gonna get to just be able to blame somebody for me not having the life I wanted to have or the happiness I wanted, right? Like it'll be so empty. Let's say I did have someone to blame, right? Would it allow me to go to my eternal sleep better? Would I feel better knowing that okay, I get to blame John because he didn't let me dance at the party. You know what I'm saying? Who am I gonna blame, man? So I figured just go for it. You know, I mean, what reward am I gonna get just so I can say it's his fault, it's her fault, right? I mean, really, what you gonna do? You get okay. Let's say they gave you an award, right, Brianna? Let's say they gave you an award. Yeah, yeah. You're right. No one in their deathbed wish they took more naps. Thank you. Okay, but we forget those things. I think there's a verse, and I'm not, I don't preach to people, but I love the stories and the analogies and all the different parables and stuff, and the Bible is just rich with them. You know, but there was one I was thinking about, and it had to do with the seeds, and like some fall to the wayside, and some fall on good ground, and some fall on and the moment, and then some fall on the rocky ground. So in other words, when life comes up and chokes you, it literally adversities and stuff get you off your path, right? For religious folks, they'll say it makes you backslide or make you doubt your faith or whatever. But for regular life people, it's just that sometimes life can get in your way and make you forget to have fun, make you forget that, to be happy. You get so caught up with all this stuff, and all of a sudden life is passing you, man, and you're just not a happy person. It's like, who do you blame for that, right? So, but Brienne, enjoy that wedding. Enjoy the wedding. You guys eat and do whatever you do there. You know, um, hell yeah, man. I am for that. Enjoy your life. Go to the parties. Go to the weddings. Enjoy. Be safe. Don't overindulge. We could do everything in moderation, right? And just have a great life, man. That's it. Wherever you're at, whatever money whatever your financial level is at, just enjoy that level. Until you level up. At least enjoy the level that you're at. you know. All right. So now this is all together here. Let me make sure I have enough to go all the way around. I may have to pull back this wiring a little bit, loosen it up because it looked like it's not going all the way. So I want it to be able to go all the way. And right now it's a little tight. So I'm going to loosen it up some. Okay. I'm going to give a little bit more so it can go all the way. Let's see what happens now. I'm very careful now also to fit this in between there are little things there so your stuff don't get cramped up. Okay. Remember that split wire thing I was talking about earlier? Okay. Thank you so much. Glad to pop in. Hope to catch you next time. Yes. Yes, Brienne. You enjoy yourself today. And thanks for making my day today. So make sure you can catch me. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. That's exciting. Oh, it goes all the way. Excellent. All right, let me put this down. I want to make sure there's no stuff in here. Is this the right one? Wait, time out. Yeah, this is the right one. This is the right one. I have so many of these nozzles around, man. Sometimes you can get like, you know, this one of the cables are trying to stick out, and I don't want it to. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's put some screws in this thing. Let me see. Make sure everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Everybody snug like a bug in a rug. Fantastic. Okay, great. I'm just gonna put one anchor screw in here real quick, just kind of hold it, and I'll do the rest. If anybody else pop in while I'm working, you're welcome. You're welcome here. If I don't see you right away, just be patient. My eyes are on my task. Okay, and then once I get this thing installed, then I'm gonna do the bypass. I'm gonna show you how I do that bypass. I've done it before, but it just so happened it's today's project, so I'm just gonna do it again. And that there's always someone who didn't see it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let me just hold this in. Good. All right, fantastic. Okay. All right. This is the other side of this. So we put that little cover right here. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have. Some screws. What are these? What are these? I think this should be the screws I need. Damn it. Holy cow. Shoot. I just heard a car pull off, and it felt like something was scraping on the ground just now. Wow. Look, I just dropped my car off this morning to the to mechanic. That thing cut off on me, man. I'm driving a what I did, what this is what happened. My son bought a car for my son some years ago. And he's in college, right? So these guys want to charge his car cut off. It looked like the radiator hose burst. Okay. And they want to charge, um, just say they want to charge an arm and a leg, right? So I'm like, all right, man. My neighbor works on cars. Okay, I'm just brushing this off, clean this out. My neighbor works on cars, so he's like, man, just get it down here. They want to charge me $1,100 to tow it. I was like, holy, to tow it, right? So I said, damn. And I here's the bad part. I didn't renew my oh my god, come on, let the words come out. I didn't renew my AAA thing. I was like, man, I had this thing for all this time. I never used this damn thing. I was like, so I just never did it. And now I needed it. And isn't that how life is, man? Oh my god. So I was like, fine, whatever. So he says, hey, I'll send somebody up there. So for my neighbor to fix the car, well, at least the problem that was wrong with it at the time, it was with the towing to have the neighbor's friend go up and bring it. He had another tow, a tow guy. It was still less than what the uh, what the repair was going to be, and it was less than what the towing and the repair was going to be. It's like, golly, man, you're just gonna have to find your way around these things, or else you get clobbered. They'll still take like, but that's just that's the nature of the beast, man. And you have to be aware. You know that is the jungle. It's like praying that other people are just like gonna be like, man, I'll be happy if everyone was happy, and it's like, nah, dude, it doesn't work like that, bro. You gotta sharpen your sword. Okay, you're gonna be sharp. You gotta be sharp. You know, you gotta be sharp. Okay. Um, that's like hoping that the other team didn't train as hard because you didn't train hard. And like, man, I hope these guys didn't really train too hard for us today, man, because we're not prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I hope these guys, um, I hope they don't bring their A game today because, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you wouldn't do that in a game, right? So think about life. Think about like going to an interview. Like you hope that that they lower their standards, because I didn't really research the company. I'm not sure what to say. I didn't prepare. I didn't get my best suit. I didn't memorize. I didn't practice. I didn't, you know, nah, man. So you got to sharpen your sword, man. You don't know who's out there. And it's not just about damn these humans. It's just that it is human nature for people to try to take advantage or to get out of something so they can be scot free or whatever. It's just human nature, man. So let's not act like we don't know what the lion is. If we live in the plain, let's not act like we don't know what hyenas do. Let's not move like that, you know. Let's move like we know the lion's out there, guys. The gazelle is out there. That's what the lions are saying. The lion is saying, gazelle. How many spam phone calls and texts and emails you get? These guys are hunting, man. This is just the way it is. Just it's just the way it is. And I can wish they don't do that stuff anymore, but I just have to arm myself. Just like you get virus protection and you get all these stuff that follows your social security number to make sure you get all these protections because it's what people do. Hey,
Hold on, amigo. Me pasa.
what's up, dude?
Trying to go international. Making any progress?
Yeah, man. I'm doing something here. I'm here recording right now. Um, About to go off in a second. But yeah, man.
Who's the recording?
No, just me putting this Dyson head back together, and then I'm gonna do a bypass on this Bissell. And I was just right in the middle of it, just doing my thing here. Just don't, just don't put out your address and your social security number on the internet.
Right.
How's that? Other than that, you're good, man.
You through, you're good. You're good and free.
Yeah, yeah, man.
You no longer who you are.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking about that living at that's something. You're living in an age where somebody can actually swap identity without you even consenting or even knowing.
You know, it's crazy. Wasn't that all sci-fi? Or you really had to be real good at it. Let me try. Let me move this out the way here. You have to be real. Remember that movie? What was the name of that movie, man? About that guy that was acting as he was a pilot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, was he taking someone else's identity, or was he just creating a false identity?
He created a false identity.
It was a false identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, now with the
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Up is it Up in the Air or something like that, or some? Yeah, but yeah, nah, you're right. You're right, man. Now it's just
And
it's
he's working on the invisible person. You remember the Star Trek say beam you?
yeah.
They're working on that technology to take molecules from the body.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how that's even possible, man.
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, that I can see. How's this? I can see a whole lot of disasters before that become. I can see a lot of disasters before that's even a reality. Who's gonna be the test subject?
But they'll start off with a money.
Oh man, the first one to do something like that, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, I'm not pessimistic or anything, but it's gonna be yeah. That's.
Well, you're not pessimistic, you're not hopeful because you don't.
Well,
Well, can you know they will weaponize that thing?
of course.
Chaos.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. That just seems now. When you think about stuff like that, right? Sci-fi. Okay, you think about it. It's cool in the sci-fi world, and then you bring it back to like the way the universe operates here. You're like, yeah, nah, that's not gonna work. That wouldn't, that wouldn't work. I don't know, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, you know something silly I was thinking about yesterday? Um, so I tried watching the new Superman, right? My son saw it, he liked it. I tried watching it. Sam couldn't go, she couldn't watch any further. She watched, I think, up to he went to the office. It mirrors the scene of the first Superman with Christopher Reeves when he was walking through the crowd and he's acting like he's clumsy, right? This one make you feel like he really is clumsy. You understand?
Awkward.
Yeah, like he really is clumsy. That was his like his real self was Superman. Clark Kent was the costume. See what I'm saying? And they made it seem like his real self is really the goofy guy.
Well, again, you're scared because I was thinking about that last night.
Were you really?
I really was.
Oh, okay.
My take on it was Superman.
Uh-huh.
First of all, he was He's Superman.
Right.
Now, man, remember? So he's a Superman.
I gotta move this to the side. All right.
All right.
I need one more screw for this.
Now, when he came to Earth, he had on his costume, right?
Uh-huh.
When did he design this costume? You know what I'm saying? And they some tights, right?
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. They wrote the script, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, Superman, right?
Uh-huh.
So they had all these superpowers, right?
Yeah.
But he's Superman. But he also had sex urges. You know, the lowest thing. Right?
Yeah.
Even though they didn't, but
Yeah.
there was this romance.
Yeah, sure.
Here's this guy, he's not even technically human, right?
Okay. Let's say humanoid then. A type of human, right?
Humanoid is.
Yeah. I mean, he has the same functions as us. Right? Okay.
But he always comes white, right?
Huh?
He always comes as a white person.
Well, that's his character, Superman.
I know, I'm talking about, somewhere down the line, Superman gonna show up as a black person.
Well, no, they have one in the comics where they alternate universes and stuff, and versions of Superman all around.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Eventually,
You mean into the movie? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Captain America was white.
Right.
But when Captain America died, he gave the shield to the black dude, and he became Captain America.
Right.
They inherited things.
Right.
Like Iron Man.
Right.
He had his partner. What's his name? The black dude started in Iron Man.
The War Machine. The
No.
Rhodey.
No.
Yeah, the guy that you're talking about the actor's name, or you talking about the character?
The actor's name.
The actor's name is first it was Clarence Howard, and then it was Don Cheadle, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He became Iron Man, and Robin, like Batman and Robin, right?
Right.
I'm just saying how they blended stuff in.
Yeah.
It's like,
but they're going based off of the books, though.
I know, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
What they base it on?
Uh-huh.
It's like a person that, let's say, don't value the entertainment part of it.
Yeah.
Like saying, can't look at this no more. This.
Well, see, here's the funny thing with Sam is that we went to a lot of movies together. I mean, when we were dating, movies, so we became like amateur critics, right? We can look at the movie, we know where the plot's going. So she liked Man of Steel, the one right before this one, the Man of Steel with Henry Cavill. So when she watched Henry Cavill, because she turned that one off, and we went on HBO watched Henry Cavill, Man of Steel, and she's like, that's Superman right there. She said that's how Superman's supposed to be, And so she has a version of what, you know what I mean?
These cast of characters.
Uh-huh.
But I look at, like I said, I don't look at the entertainment.
Okay.
I look at, I critique it, right?
Yeah.
And I look at the possibility, the reality, And it's like, it's these movements and these characters keep evolving. They become more lifelike, right?
Right.
And it's like, I'm thinking futuristic. There comes a time, I'm thinking my lifetime, when it's going to be so, you won't be able to distinguish fact from fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from reality, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they can, take you and put you on somebody else's body, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of, look at Wayne. But it's computer generated, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, once they perfect that, right, you won't be able to tell whether that's you or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, my lion eyes say that's Wayne.
Right.
I bet money on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's not you.
Yeah.
Mix and match.
Well, how's this? Before it gets there, it'll be online. Let's say, for example. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before it gets to where it's I can look at you and you touch me and all that stuff, and it's an Android or whatever. It'll be online because it's happening already online. Like
Right.
there's,
That's what I'm saying.
you know, you could be talking to
But we're not
someone and
going
you think
beyond
it's,
that.
you think it's me.
Yeah. Beyond that, it's like you turn me on to this AI that
Yeah.
can have a conversation with you.
Well, yeah. Well, but yeah. So what I'm saying is before we worry about
Right.
the physical guy, it'll probably have to saturate in our society where the way scams happen is where I think I'm talking to you on the phone or
Yeah.
type on the internet, and it's or even on FaceTime,
Right.
and it's not really you, right? It'll have to be that first. I can see that happening first
I can see that happening.
before we worry about the guy
can see
walking
that.
around the
But
walking
I
into the
can see
store
that
and he's
happening now.
another person. Yeah,
Because to the unsuspecting mind,
yeah.
you know, I go and quote the law and swear I'm stacking bonds that I talked to Wayne. No, you didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
Could
I'm
be.
looking at it.
Let me explain to the guys what I'm doing here real quick, and then we'll get back to that part of the conversation, guys. So the way I'm doing the bypass is one, I'm going to replace the solenoid. So kind of watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to replace the old one, which is normally blue or beige, with the new one, which is black. Okay. And the bypass is like this. The heater is busted. You can actually look at this heater. This heater's rusted and busted. Okay. And it's clogged up. And they don't sell these heaters anymore. So the person wants to hold on to this unit because it's a good unit. It works well. So all I'm going to do is I'm gonna remove the line that's going into the heater, and I'm gonna connect it to the T line that goes to the hose and goes to the front, okay, of the unit. That's it. So this unit will effectively won't have a heater anymore because it don't have a heater anymore. This heater is busted and there's no replacement for it. So it really don't have a heater. And with this heater installed, you don't have a unit. So the solution is if you want to have a unit that you're going to continue to use, you're going to have to bypass this heater. You're going to have to you have to cut this off, okay, and then you can have a unit. Now, here's the thing: you don't even need a heater. The fact that you have brushes that scrub in the carpet, you don't need heater to hot water. Okay. Hey, what's going on, bro? You here all day today? Yeah, before I leave. That's no problem. And so yeah, so that's the deal here. Okay, so guys, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So even though Ron could be talking about spaceships or something like that, just watch what I'm doing and it's fine. Right. Okay, so that's it, man. We're good. I was just chatting with one of our viewers named Brienne. She said, Wayne, I had to pop in here before I go to this wedding I have. So she was typing up and everything else. What happened to this? Why is this not responding? Anyway, so let me replace all this stuff here. I'm gonna put a new solenoid in. But yeah, Ron, I see us. Yeah, I see a lot of people getting scammed that way. Um, Remember you told me yesterday someone called you and was saying, "Grandpa," something like that, or "Dad, come get me," and it's like you, you know what your son sound like, right? Why would they even try that? But maybe because it worked already.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah. Obviously.
It's obviously worked where someone thought they were sending money to a family member for some emergency.
Yeah, it has worked. That's been tasted.
Yeah, so they just try it out.
Yeah.
Is that crazy though, man?
Yeah. That's what they do. They target people who are not internet savvy, right?
Right.
In hopes they pluck one out of the, you know, like fishing.
Right.
They fish around until they find somebody to take the bite, right? Then they reel them in.
Damn. Like, you know what scam always had me die laughing. Unfortunately, it's probably worked many times. That whole idea of the prince from some place in Africa
Right.
that I have gold or whatever, and I received like 2 or 3 of those emails. Okay, and now if I'm still getting them, they probably go to the junk pile or whatever, so I probably don't see them anymore. But I actually seen them in my inbox, and I didn't know what it was, so I clicked it, and I'm reading the thing, and I'm like, dude, dude, who would do this?
Somebody.
Oh my God.
They did a report on that. This guy, he was a millionaire.
Yeah.
And this guy called and, like you say, persuaded him that, convinced him that he was a prince and he was going to inherit these diamond mines, right?
Right.
But he needs some investors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he ran it down and he told the guy, if you would send me $1 million.
$1 million.
And you invest and you'll get so much return on the money, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
And the dude did it.
Damn.
Then when he realized he had been scammed, he contacted 60 Minutes and they investigated.
Mm-hmm.
So he was on 60 Minutes. So they went to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
He even found the dude. Run up on the dude in the street,
Really?
Yeah. And demanded that he's return the money, right?
Right.
And
$1 million US sent to Africa.
didn't ever met the dude, didn't know him.
Shite.
And that was just one event. And then they showed in Israel
Uh-huh.
where they had this big warehouse and they had a lot of people and they was making calls around the world.
Uh-huh.
Scamming people.
It broke. See that? Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, around the world. And they were successful more times than not, right?
Yeah.
But what got me is, why would you allow yourself to be exposed like that voluntarily? They let them in, man. They told them they was invented. And they let them see how the operation works and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized something. People are creatures of habit. It can be raining outside.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell somebody it's raining outside. And they go out there anyway, right?
Uh-huh.
Unprepared.
Right.
And I'm thinking like, it's just like this. People are profiling human nature. It's for instance, I heard this, man, I couldn't believe this when I first heard it. This was years ago. You out someplace, right? Say you're in the mall. Somebody walk up to you, don't know you or nothing, put their hands on you.
Uh-huh.
And tell you to go inside, draw out X number of dollars, and bring it back to you. And you do it.
Okay.
And I'm like, how is that done? And they say they profile people. They watch you,
Uh-huh.
profile you, and see if you're susceptible to the power of suggestion.
Man. Oh, so in other words, what you're saying then, I'm just separating this. What you're saying then is that someone used some kind of suggestion type of technique
Right.
to, let's say, walk up on someone in a shopping mall, right? And touch them, talk to them, and say, I need your help. Can you go withdraw $500 or whatever, let's say? Because sometimes some limits are 500, some limits are 1,000, right? So you can withdraw $500 from it from the ATM, and they go and do it. And they don't know why they're doing it. They're just susceptible to do it because of suggestion. You think people are that powerful to be able to do stuff like that?
I think people are.
I mean, they have that ability. That ability is so that effective.
When you think about it, it's
Uh-huh.
done in other ways, but not to that extreme.
Right.
You could be watching TV or go to, like I say, you went to a lot of movies, you said, right?
Right.
But you remember this subliminal suggestion?
Yeah. I just didn't know how real it was to be able to have that kind of an impact. I know conditioning over time, or if you have someone locked in a room, you brainwash them, you deprive them of sleep or whatever, But
the power of suggestion can work
yeah.
in many different areas of life.
Uh-huh.
It can sound so convincing that your brain interprets it as a need. It's like you said now, and it says,
Like, I need to do this.
You need to go get some popcorn.
Uh-huh.
You're thirsty.
Uh-huh.
You're hungry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I know you have. You've been around somebody and they just start yawning and make you yawn too.
Yeah. But man, I don't know. A decision like I'm going to get up and I'm going to go, and I need to shorten this. I'm going to get up and go, and
do what you suggest.
I'm going to go put my pin in my ATM, take my money out, and walk over and give it to this person. And nowhere in that process am I gonna question myself like, what the hell are you doing?
That, for instance, when I was working in the Bank of New York, right?
Uh-huh. I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
You know, when they had paper checks.
Yeah.
So every first of the month, they would come to this bank because these old Jewish, elderly Jewish people come in, and they get behind them in line, right?
Okay.
And what they do is what the magician called misdirection, right? So they'll have a $50 bill. So the person counting their money on the ledge after they done withdrew. So you could drop a $50 bill and you like, excuse me, sir, ma'am, you dropped some money on the floor. And they old, so they not reacting or thinking fast.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so very much. But they bend down, leaving their money on the edge, and you just swipe and take off. So it happened. You know, my supervisor told me what to look out for.
Yeah.
They would bring children in there to spread the distraction. They had games of, for instance, I didn't know there was such thing as a school for professional beggars.
They're what now?
A school for professional beggars.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They would operate in airports in places where there's a lot of people.
You sure it's not just a bunch of people that one guy that runs a little scamming organization? Like a official school. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know how you come to
Give me.
the city?
Give me one. So let me break down where I'm at with these guys real quick. All right, guys. Just so you can see what I was doing here. I might have to lift this up. Okay, let me lift this up. Let me lift this up. Okay. So to bypass the heater, to bypass the heater, let me put this here. All right. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. What I did, the pump, the water that the line that comes out of the pump, which is got it. Now I'm good. Which is right here. This line here that comes out of the pump. I just put it straight to this T. And it splits. The water's gonna go to the solenoid, and the other one's gonna go back here to the hose. So that's really all I did. And I wrapped it around this other one because I didn't want it to make a sharp turn. So I wanted to kind of have a long way around. So I just kind of went around this other tubing here. But that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put it back together now. And so all I did, guys, was swap out the solenoid because most likely it's clogged up, and just like this one is brittle and it cracked, it broke. So these blue ones are old, the beige ones are old, and if you want to you got a new one, which is the black and white one. All right. So I'm just gonna piece it back together now. But if that's what you do to bypass the heater, and also you're gonna be eliminating a lot of that gook that bake up in the heater, the stuff that actually clog up the jets. And the last tip I'm gonna give you before I leave, I'm about to leave in a second here, but the rest is just reassemble, guys. Is I got a mini drill bit, okay, a little bit bigger than the hole here, and I just drilled the hole through this, okay. So this way, because what they give you to spray out of, I get why they do it because they want to force the water. You know, like when if you get a hose and you squeeze the water for the hose, if you squeeze the tip of the hose, the water's going to kind of spray, right? So the idea is to give it a small opening so the water can kind of, but it's already going to hit the back of this thing here, the back. It's already going to hit here. So the water is already going to kind of spray anyway. So I just drill a little hole in it, make it a little bigger. So that will also help prevent the little tiny little bits to clog up your jet. And that's what's been clogging up the jets. Tiny little hardened soap scum or whatever, right? That's what's been clogging these things up. And then when it comes out of the heater, those big clumps of soap, they clog up your solenoid. Okay, that's why I'm replacing that. Plus, it's also old and brittle. That's why the other side broke. Okay, this side right here. Okay. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna reassemble, and that's it. So now I do have videos when I go through this. So if you want to see a more detailed video on assembling this, go to my Bissell tips and you'll see it. But right now I'm just doing the bypass. Just kind of walk you guys through it. Other than that, turn it over to you, Ron. Sorry to interrupt you, but I had to get the information out there. Right. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Uh,
Man. Now, does this go? This video goes local or?
no, this is all over the world, man. There are guys from Turkey and Brazil. Call me up. Some of these names, I see them. I already know. I already know where they're. I already know where they're coming from. They already told me early on. Hey, man, this is Sydney from Brazil, and all of a sudden he pops back in. Hey, Wayne, what's up, bro? It's all right, man. It's a cool. I have a cool crowd, bro. Nice people, man. Real cool. Then I've had a couple of guys come on and write some stuff that's not too nice. Yeah, kind of trolling. Yeah, the yin. That's right. Right. If you want the good, you're gonna have to take the bad with it, man. That's just the way it is.
You don't get no better, just you know.
Yeah, it's life, man. It's life. You know, it's funny. I was talking. Who I was talking to? I think Sam, but something about it was with Ethan, right? And it was about wanting to be um it's just people in general, like they want to be treated the best, or they want preferential treatment. And I'm like, you know what, if you want preferential treatment, it's going to cost you, right? To get it any other way is like, it's like you're it's like you're forcing people, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say you're on a team, and it could be soccer, and if you really, the one who gets preferential treatment, believe it or not, it's going to be the star. It's going to be the guy who put the most in, who got the best at the game. So let's say you go to a restaurant, and you want to go to those restaurants where the people are going to come up to you. Hey, Mr. Johnson, can I have you? All right, sir, no problem. I'll get you. Your table is ready. I'll get your car. I'll put it away. I'll get your jacket. That kind of preferential treatment costs money, right? Okay. Yeah. So you're on your job, right? Anything other than whether you got that preferential treatment through your relationship, taking your time to carve out a good relationship, so now that person sees you in this way, or you earned your way up through your merit, or you know what I'm saying, any other way than those ways that you would normally get preferential treatment. You're forcing someone to. I gotta force you to give me one.
Another way to look at things kind of bounce on.
Yeah.
Respect is something not given, is something that's given.
Right.
So if you want it, you got to bring something to get something.
Yeah, and it might be dollars, but it might be something else. But it's not just given free willing. You don't just, I deserve preferential treatment. Sorry.
Right.
No, man, you're gonna have to carve out that lane for yourself, right? And if you got it by proxy or something, then be thankful that you got it by because it can all.
You're born. You hit your way into a star. So
Right.
you don't deserve it. Like you said, you got it by proxy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But the best preferential treatment is something that somebody's willing to give you, rather than somebody feel like
they have to. Right. That's pretty much what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
And because that other way, the only disaster happens after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not serving.
It never ends well.
I'm not serving you because I respect you or like you.
Right.
I'm doing it because I don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice.
It's like being a king or a dictator.
Right.
You don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice. Right.
Well, I mean, I got a choice, but if I exercise that choice,
I may not have life.
right.
Right. Yeah, man. That's just the way it is, man. You know, and it's funny how we say stuff like that. Like we're in a dictatorship. You got, dude. Do you even know what it's like to be in an actual dictatorship? No, you don't. You have absolutely no choice. Okay? There's hey man, so and so's passing through. You better clap. The news media's passing through. Catch you on camera not clapping.
Yeah, they was going that in China. This guy they had the parade and all the pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
And if you were not cheering or clapping,
Yeah.
you'd be persecuted.
Yeah, man.
Then they had another instance where, let's say, the person died, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had to fake cry.
You gotta cry. You better.
And you should have seen it, man. It was weird. You know these people are faking it, but they're going all out trying to fake it.
Who can show? Who can fake it the most?
Just stay in harmony with all the fakers. Because you are not in sequence.
Yeah.
They paying in the crowd.
Yeah.
Even the children. Oh, they just acting. I'm like, that is weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Have to think you have to do that.
Yeah.
In order to survive.
Imagine.
If you didn't do it, they send you to these work camps.
The work camp. Yeah.
And they work you till you die.
Yeah. Well.
And now I'm talking about the children. And then they were showing where the whole family.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna punish you beyond yourself. I'm gonna punish your whole family.
Wow.
Like the guy, Kim Jong Un, he had his brother assassinated.
Mm.
His own brother, because he didn't go along with his politics.
Wow.
You know what scares me about that?
Uh-huh.
The most, trying to relate to that nature of a person who's willing to be that devious and that evil.
Uh-huh.
Where he doesn't value nobody's life but his own.
Uh-huh.
That's scary. So you think I can acquire this kind of character, moral.
Right.
You don't have any anymore.
Right.
It's like, beyond my existence, nothing else exists. So I'm not afraid of dying. Even when I die, I want you to die. That's weird.
Well. Hey, man. We have to get. We gotta stop and just be thankful for even the shite you think you find yourself in. And if someone has a, you always used to hear it, and it's like it was always cliche, but the truth is, someone always have it worse. That is the truth. All right, you can sugarcoat it all you want, right? But
I mean, especially when
someone always had it
stuff.
way worse. Yeah, man.
Stuff that you can overcome.
Yep.
All you gotta do is put it in the work.
Put in the work.
But then you sit around complaining about something you have control over.
Oh yeah. But it feels good, man. It feels good to complain. There's got to be some kind of dopamine hit that hate brings people. Um, but it feels good for some people to say it's not my fault, because when you feel it's not your fault, you feel vindicated that you didn't make any mistakes. Like you did nothing wrong. Like absolutely, you did everything right, and it had to be.
Not only that.
It had to be outside forces that messed me up.
Not only that. You would think the average, people would think, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But somewhere down the line, it might have been minuscule, but you contributed to it. And then, well, how's that? Well, some things you need to speak, or some things you need to act on. Alter the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
To where you get a better, enough to desire result to get a better result.
Right.
Then the next person might can throw something in there to get. It's like you and that straight. I know you. Mm-hmm. Right? But I come along and you say, well, I'm hungry. Now I give you something. Give you enough strength and hope and humanity to put forth a concerted effort to overcome your circumstances.
Yep. Hey,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. And how are you?
I am good, thank you.
What's going on?
I called earlier about round vacuum cleaner belt.
Ah, yes, Eureka. Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's coming around the
We
corner.
just, we just, he used the, so the guy used his phone to pay. And that's what we were just talking about the, you know,
Technology.
the
And
technology.
the advancements.
Let me ask you this, man. I'll ask you this. Okay, so let's say, for example, the Optimus robot comes out, right? Went through all the rigorous tests, safe, the whole deal. Then they say that if you're a veteran or if you're retired or whatever the case is, you can get one of these. They'll pay
Right.
for its rollout for you, right? I don't know. Would you want one of those, a robot to walk, to help you around the house or walk around or um lift up the car, jack up the car, so you can take off the wheel.
But I wouldn't trust it.
You wouldn't trust it? No,
No.
no. Okay.
But just like the cell phone,
Uh-huh.
certain come out, only certain. Uh,
I think some of us said we wouldn't even get one.
huh?
A lot of people back then, they said that they wouldn't even get one of these type of smartphones,
Right.
and eventually
What
we
I'm saying
we
is,
got it.
anything that the government started issuing out free, I'm suspect.
You're suspect.
People didn't even have jobs. Give them a phone.
Oh, they were giving them free phones, right?
Case of emergency.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Remember they had limited minutes, right?
yeah.
So if you use that, you had to wait. It's like food stamps.
Uh-huh.
It was like a welfare program going, you know, viral.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, I can go to any store now, walk in, and say I want a tablet. But the tablet is free.
Okay.
You might have to pay for the get it activated, right?
Uh-huh.
But why are they giving out free tablets? Because I can leave this store and go to the next store and get another one, and they give you a free.
You say a free tablet, you say?
Yeah,
What do you mean? Like a tablet? Tablet?
yeah.
Why?
That's what I was thinking. Why?
You mean like an iPhone tablet? Free tablet?
A tablet.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They had people on the side of the road under tents calling free beer and coming to free tablet. They were just giving them away. And you get a phone number and charge and all that.
Wow. I
You
what
say, I'd like to have a tablet. I said, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I go down the street to the store. They give me the tablet. No questions asked. I bring it back to you. I don't want it here. You use it.
wow. What that seems, I don't know.
It seems
It
suspicious.
seems, yeah, that or wasteful. I don't know. I don't see how that.
It benefits the government. It's another tracking device.
I could see that.
That's all
I
it
could see
is.
that. I could see
To
that.
me, it's just when track society.
Yeah.
Because they monitoring.
Yeah.
You got to use that service.
Yeah. Well, hey, man.
And from that, they'll gather
That just seems like yes,
they gather
like
data
totally
to see how
unnecessary.
people are evolving into the new culture.
Okay.
So they know, you know, they putting certain safeguards. But
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. The millions of times that they've given away and still giving them.
Wow. Let me test this. Let me put some water on this bad boy. Actually, you know what? The first test I want to do with this is the first test I actually want to do with this is I want to, if you ever do any work on these machines here and you think you want to clean it out, don't just don't just clean it out. Like, okay, let's say you want to clean out the jets. You did that, right? And you did my suggestion. You got a little drill bit and you drilled, you put a small drill bit and drill a little wider hole in there so they don't get clogged. Let's say you did that. What you want to do then next is don't put the jets back on yet. Okay? All right? Turn the unit on. Okay? And allow the water, whatever's inside this thing here, to flush out. Okay, all the gunk, allow it to come out through the big tube. Okay, through the wide opening. This way you don't clog this up again. All right, so let's give this a shot. Done. Let me fix something here. It's something I noticed real quick, and then I'm gonna sign off, guys. Now, also keep in mind that when you go inside these machines, it's a possibility that you can crimp the tubing, so you may have to go back in again if it's not placed. If you notice, I spent a lot of time trying to rush with this and try to nook it into place because if something sits on the tubing, let's say this is just tubing and you were closing it and something sits on it, you can block the water also. So be careful of that. All right. So now with this, if you notice right there, it's all clogged up. Okay, so just clear that out periodically. It's gonna mess with your suction. I know has nothing to do with the spraying, but this stuff will clog up your stuff. Okay, all right. So let me make this attempt to do this, but I may have to go in again, and I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do it live again with you guys right now because I just don't want to have to keep opening this thing again. This machine is my arch enemy. Um, we have mutual respect for each other. Okay, because this is the first machine that really gave me a tough time since I've been doing this and really kicked my butt. So now let me turn it on. Let me press spray and see if the water comes out, and then we can move on. And to stop using the heater. Okay. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can see the stuff. That means the water's coming out, and it sprayed all the little soapy stuff out there. And now you can hook up your jets and test it. Okay. And so because the heater wasn't working, guys, we were getting no spray at all out of this machine, and it's because the heater was all messed up and corroded, and because there's no heater out there anymore, and I don't trust this part from eBay. I'll be perfectly honest with you. So I told the person that I'm just gonna bypass the heater, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test it on the carpet. I want to see if I get an even spray. That means this is spraying and this side is spraying. I have an even spray. The suction is going to suck everything up evenly, and then I know we're done. All right. So if you have one of these guys, give it a try. And then, like I said, I have other videos. I have Bissell tip videos. You can go online and just look through my playlist, and you can find one that covers this. I'll see you later. Stay cool. Stay positive. All right. And drop a like before you leave. Okay. Thanks.